Alright, this is Fishing Planet. You're looking at my startup screen. Right now we're looking at Rocky Lake. This is my license page. There are two different kinds of license you could have, a basic license and an advanced license. I own the advanced license for this lake. You can have various kinds of rooms. I prefer the private room. This is your weather forecast for the next 3 days on the lake. Yes, you have to pay attention to the weather in this game, so you know when the best fishing times are. This is my inventory page. This is the stats for my rod, line, and reel, and hook. I am using a value spin 6 foot 3 foot in 3 inch. This is the stats for it. Tell me any other game has this much stats for their fishing poles and their rods and reels. These are all my rod setups at the moment. I can have up to 7 rods. This is my backpack. This is my entire inventory that my backpack can hold. I have a much more extensive inventory at home. Your backpack can only hold so much. You do not always catch fish. You oftentimes catch things like cannonballs, or angel toppers, or seaweed, or snails, or seashells. I oftentimes throw those type of things like seaweed, snails, and that kind of stuff back. These are all the licenses that I own. These are all the fish that I have currently in my fish trap. This is my person. This is all the gear that is on my person. And the durability of the gear. And how much that particular item can carry. Now I'm going to cash out. This is what you'd make if you were a non-premium member of the game. I happen to be a premium member, so I make more money. These are the achievements that I achieved in this last fishing round. Now, coming in here, I have my home tab, since I've cashed out. These are all my fishing rods. Let's see. All my fishing rods. All my reels. all my lines. And notice all of the stats that are on them. Sinkers, hooks, closed feeders, open feeders, baits, jig heads, crankbaits, ground baits. These are all my fish trap, or where are they? Fish nets. And these are my boats. Now, I want to draw special attention to the fact that Sue, you said that this can't be a very realistic game. Spoons. I can tell you that in real fishing, there are spoons. I will send you another link to a YouTube video that talks about fishing spoons. All kinds of them. And as far as baits go, you use things like flies, crickets, centipedes. In my backpack, I've got crawfish, natural eggs, bread, small minnows, dough balls. These are things you would really actually use in real fishing. Tell me that this is not realistic in the equipment department. Now, we have the shop. These are all the equipment that we can purchase. You tell me that this does not look like walking into the Sportsman outlet. Because I know it sure looks like it to me. Now, these are the fish that you catch. This is a spotted bass. A cutthroat trout. A young rainbow trout. And these are all fish that I actually caught in the game. These are on my fishing record. Tell me they don't look realistic. Travel cost. This is what it cost me to go traveling to Rocky Lake for one day. This is what it costs to go to Emerald Lake for one day. This is what it costs to go to Mud River for one day. This is my home lake, so it costs me nothing. Every lake, every river, every waterway has a cost except for Lone Star Lake. Now, because I'm set up for Rocky Lake, I will take you to Rocky Lake and show you what it's like to actually fish. Okay, this is the weather report for the next 3 days. The fishing is going to start off declining. The best time to fish is going to be about 7 o'clock in the evening on day 1. Or about 3 o'clock on day 2. Or about 7 o'clock on day 3. Or about 3:30 in the morning on day 1. Or about 3 a.m. on day 2. Or about 3:30 on day 3. And yes, I could have more than one rod if I wanted to. I have a rod stand. I could set up more than one rod. I could have up to 4 of them. But I choose to not stress myself out with more than one rod. I like to stay focused. This is what is called the lift and drop. Keep an eye on that little bobber in the upper right-hand corner. I'm stuck on something. Tell me getting stuck on something in the bottom of the lake isn't realistic. a white bass. Now to do some record keeping. I keep track of all of my fish. In a notebook. These are all the missions that you can get or do. These are all the ones that I have done. These are competitions that I think are happening right that go on.